We are live.
Senate Appropriations, April 29th. We have finished budget. Now we're doing some bills that have been introduced to us. Actually, there's one bill today. H674, creation of Vermont Sister State Program. And then we have Councilor Stagel here to walk us through it.
Yes, good afternoon. Greg Stagel with the Office of Legislative Counsel. So 674, I'm going to share my screen in case you want to look at it as I go through it. A little bit of background. This was initially a working group that the Assembly passed 2 years ago to look into the creation of a sister state program. The working group met several times in the last year and a half and submitted a report to the General Assembly, which this bill is largely based on that report. They had recommendations on how to stand up this sister state program. So here you have in statute the creation of this program. So kind of a 10,000 foot overview. It is a program with the purpose of connecting Vermont to other nations, other cities and other nations, not nationally, but internationally. So Vermont's state with another country like England or like Ireland or Taiwan or one of those things. It could also be a town in another country. So the oversight is by a committee that's made up of 9 people. They go through the committee members, the secretary of ACCD or designee, a member of the House appointed by the Speaker, a member of the Senate appointed by the committee and committees, the chair of the Board of Trustees of the Vermont Council on World Affairs, the Vermont Adjutant General or designee, the chair of the Board of Trustees of the Vermont Arts Council or designee, and then 3 members, one with expertise in cultural exchange or peace corps operations appointed by the governor, one representing a private institution of higher education appointed by the committee and committees, and then one representing a public institution of higher ed appointed by the Speaker. So that's 9. That's the 9 people. They serve 2-year terms, but there's some staggering done to ensure it's not turnover every 2 years. Standard language, they shall meet, this is, I guess, important for you all, at least once quarterly. So there'd be at least 4 meetings per year when it comes to the per diems. That's important to know. They could meet more than that, but at least quarterly. And those quarterly meetings would have to evaluate current agreement, propose new agreements, prepare annual reports, and other matters. So the next section, subsection D, is kind of a timeline of how this actually works. So ACCD creates the application process. They develop the guidelines for admittance into the program. So they do that. They determine the the confidential internal review procedure to be used. They set the minimum eligibility to be in the program. They set the rubric to be uniformly applied by the committee. And they develop the MOU that is used between the 2 entities when they decide to become a sister state program. So once they get an application, ACCD reviews it to make sure it meets minimum eligibility requirements, and they conduct a confidential internal review, geopolitical, social issues that may come up in that review. 10 days after that, they submit their review to the committee, the program committee, for a review. That confidential process is exempt from public inspection and copying, so it's exempt from the Public Records Act because it's going to be fairly sensitive. So at this point, the committee meets to review the application that has received approval from ACCD, preliminary approval. The committee has 2 choices. They apply their rubric and they either give a thumbs up or a thumbs down. If you get a thumbs up, it goes to the governor. If it gets thumbs down, it is not going to go. So the committee stops with it. The governor, upon receiving a thumbs up application, that's my language, the word thumbs up is not in the bill. When the governor gets a application approved by the committee, the governor has the sole authority to approve or disapprove it. It's up to the governor. If the governor approves it, the governor sends notice to the agency, like, hey, this is a new applicant. We approve it. Please develop the MOU within a certain time period. If the governor disapproves an application, the governor will send an explanation of why the governor disagrees with the committee, so they know what the governor disagreed with them about. The agency submits approval or notice to the applicant that they have either been approved or not approved once the governor makes that decision. The committee, subdivision 5, has the sole authority to terminate a program partnership upon a majority vote. Reporting, the committee shall submit an annual report on before January 15th of each year. That includes the previous year's developments, description of their activities, updates on the program, new partnerships, financial overview, and outlook for the program. Subsection F, the compensation reimbursement. This is the standard language. A legislative member shall be reimbursed pursuant to VSA 23 for not more than 8 meetings. Those are monies appropriated to the General Assembly.
There's only 2 legislative members.
Correct. No, there could be. You scroll up to the actual.
One from the House, one from the Senate.
Yes, so but
Some of the other members could be legislative.
these subdivision G. You know,
3 members.
could be. So it's a member of the committee. It's not a member of the assembly, but it could be a member. That makes sense. The word member is used to signify they're a member of the committee. My point is that 1, 2, and 3, Romanet 1, 2, and 3 could be.
It could also be a.
Yes, that's what I'm looking at. Yes.
Right. Okay.
But then they're just 2 specific.
Yes. Okay.
The reimbursements up to 8 meetings per year. They don't have to be 8 times, at least 4, but they could get paid up to 8. Other members are reimbursed to 32-10-10. Those payments are made for monies appropriated to HCCD. So that is the sister state program. And section 2 is a little bit different. So I may pause there if you have questions about section 1.
The legislatures come out of the legislative budget.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, then
The only cost is in the vehicles.
yeah, the per diems, there could only be 2 and they could only meet 4 times. So it'd be
The minutes.
the minimus.
I can't use that phrase. JFO can use that phrase.
We can say whatever we want.
You can, yes. Yes, of course you can.
And Vermont Ireland Trade Commission.
Oh,
I didn't see any appropriation in here.
There's not. It's just policy changes.
Okay. And it's just kind of. Reading the fiscal note, it's just kind of restructuring Vermont Ireland Trade Commission.
Where's the clerk?
I think we're gonna have to go to the assistant.
Yeah.
Okay, Westman, is there anything else you want to tell us? Any other questions on the motion? The acting clerk? Yeah. The acting clerk shall call the roll.
Bruce. Brandon. Fine.
Yes.
Norris.
Yes.
Watson.
Yes.
Westman, yes. Birchler.
Yes. The chair is clerking.
We've got 5, assistant 0.
He's the assistant.
Who's doing?
I'll report.
You want me to do?
No, you did the last one.
Okay.
I got a big one coming out.
Enjoy your lunch.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
With the successful passing of H